1, check 2. Check 2. Yep, I can hear you fine.
Okay, I can't. Oh yeah, we are. The voice is like.
Bulls team only has like 15. Nothing on the stream. Check 1, check 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for tonight's action, FCFL does like nobody else's business as the Daytona Beach Broncos get set to face off against the Central Florida Bulls. Two great teams set to go at it on a rainy night here in Florida, but brought to you by some of our outstanding sponsors that we're going to run down prior to today's game. Also, as we go through today's action, there is some outstanding information we're going to bring your way. And we not only encourage you to enjoy knowing and learning about the various sponsors that support not only these great football teams, but the broadcast coming your way. We encourage you to get out and try and really spend some time and enjoy yourself finding out some of the great services they provide as the rain continues to come down at the home of the Central Florida Bulls. The best of the best is out in the rain as team captains get ready to make their way onto the football field. The Daytona Beach Broncos coming out rocking their orange this week, getting ready to do what they do best. Daytona Beach Broncos is brought to you proudly by a vast number of sponsors. Where do I start? Let's see. Back Alley Lane. That's right. Make sure you stop by Back Alley Lanes and find out more about the great options made available for you in Daytona Beach. If you want to get barbecue, you got to go to the backyard. Backyard barbecue is the place to be. Oh, man. Sick Indoor Karting. That's right. I want to go fast, mama. Get your Ricky Bobby on at Sick Indoor Karting. Indoor kart racing at its best. Suncoast Fences. That's right. Put a fence around your house, protect you, your kids, and your spouse. Suncoast Fence. You know how we do. And along with that, Take Off Nutrition. I don't know if it's connected to my man from the Migos, but definitely Take Off Nutrition is the move if you want to eat and treat yourself better. Daytona Fun Rentals. Get your boom bounces, get all of your great slides, get all of the great information you need and want. And that Jenga-Langa-Lane continues to rock on and do its thing. Daytona Fun Rentals, find out more. Also, you want to kick back and relax after a tough week at work? Maybe you had a rough day. Maybe you had a rough evening. No other place do you want to go than Daytona Cigar Club. That's right. Puff Puff Pads. Go to Daytona Cigar Club. Get right. Dave & Buster's, the ultimate entertainment and adult playground, represents for Daytona Beach. Dave & Buster's, all kinds of video games, sports, entertainment, and more just for you. Get out and have a great time. Dave & Buster's. As the officials start to go over their final instructions, the Broncos prepare to take to the field. Let's give you a little background on both teams as we walk into this. According to the website, the Central Florida Bulls 1-0. This their fourth game. So waiting for some things to get updated. Are brought in to today's game by head coach Jerry Jenkins and offensive and defensive coordinator Donnie Hope. Waiting to go back and find out more history on the outcome of the Stingrays matchup between both the Bulls, and also they had a matchup against the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, the team the Broncos faced last weekend, was a very close game all the way till about the fourth quarter when the Broncos finally stretched it out and got two big plays that gave them 12 points in the fourth quarter. A well-contested event. If you haven't seen the video, make sure you check out Gridiron Productions, LLC, the official YouTube, and get the full breakdown on it. Today's team again, the Daytona Beach Broncos, led by their head coach, former NFL player and leader of the Broncos, Derek Clark Sr., along with team vice presidents Tamara Clark, Samantha McFadden, Joseph Nevis, and Elijah Toole, bring you the Daytona Beach Broncos at 4-0. Not known for making mistakes. In this rainy weather here in Florida, it's going to be an interesting contest nonetheless. This is that kind of football you hit somebody and you slide about 5 yards. You know what I'm saying? So you buckle down. A good head fake, a good chop of your feet, and somebody may be 4-5 yards to the left or to the right. As we get ready for the opening kickoff, the Central Florida Bulls set to do the honors. And we got opening kick. Soars deep into Broncos territory, coming around the left side, and nice open field tackle made, able to get him around the ankles, and that will send the Broncos offense out onto the football field with the orange pots, tangerine unis, set to do what they do. Give you a brief heads up on this Central Florida Bull squad. Number 0, Tom Johnson, along with number 1, Tyrone O'Neal. Number 2, Javon Chappell, along with number 3, DeQuarian Brady. Number 5, Corey Mack, along with number 6, Keviante Brown. Number 7, Darius Miles, along with number 10, Xavion Clayton. Number 11, Angel Webb, along with number 55, Quanya Wilkerson, and his brother, DeQuan Wilkerson, wearing 56. Number 70, Jonathan Russell, along with number 99, Big Drew Welch, lead this Central Florida Bull squad out onto the football field again, led by the head coach, Jerry Jenkins. The Broncos set to start things off here in the first quarter of action. 15-minute quarters. You're enjoying it live from Wesley Chapel District Park, the FCFL. Sit back and relax. Let's go. So after some immediate pre-snap whistles, the officials talk things through. Once again, today's game brought to you by none other than Jerry Westfall Real Estate. You looking for great property in Daytona Beach? Give a call to Jerry Westfall. And make sure you stop by the Fish Bar and Grill. That's right, fish spelled with a Y. Why? Because using the I is a selfish letter. Fish Bar and Grill. You like donuts? Make sure you stop by Donut Envy. That's right, Donut Envy. Don't get mad because you didn't get some. Go to the store and get your own. Why envy me? I'm going to get mine. Hard Rock Cafe. Looking for a great meal, some entertainment, and a nice ambiance to relax to? Hard Rock Cafe. Special shouts out to K-Style Cravings. That's right, Korean cuisine like none other. Once you have it K-Style, you can't crave anything else. As we get ready for the first set of action here, game already a little delayed because of the rain. Check-ins went very well for both teams as the Central Florida Bulls come out in all white, green trim, facing off against the Daytona Beach Broncos in orange with the tangerine pots. Let's get down to business, play some football. As the officials clear the line of scrimmage. Good snap. And a handoff, and they'll start the run game around the right side to get it going early. And a minimal pickup. Getting a good push behind number 35, Rashawn Ned, who had a great game last week against the Bulldogs. A big part of that offensive and defensive line. Get used to seeing 35 a lot for this Broncos unit. Second down. Good direct snap. Sleight of hand. And they'll try to dive right up the gut. A pickup of maybe 3 on the carry. Again, the Broncos like to establish that run game in the beginning, test out that defensive line, see if they got the moxie to stand with them. This Central Florida Bull squad, no lack of size up front, looking to meet that challenge head on. Crowd in the box, good snap, drops back, rolls the pocket, looking, tries to elude one defender and throws it away. Ball loose, ball on the ground, and diving on it deep in their own territory with surrounded by Bulls defenders. As big Q Sean Emmons goes back deep to try and get to the football, and the Broncos are able to recover it. Outstanding pressure provided by the Central Florida Bulls on that outside edge. Stopping the rollout pass. The quarterback never had time to really get his feet planted and make a sound decision. Fourth down at Walmart for the Broncos as they come out in the special teams formation. Back deep in the end zone is the punter. Low snap. And the ball rolls out of the back of the end zone. And that's right. The official's he's not showing that he walks like an Egyptian. That's a safety, bro. That's 2 points. Yeah, when he put his hands together like that over top of his head. It's not a music video montage. That's a safety, babe. That's 2. As they'll get ready to safety kick. As again, the Broncos, as you clearly starting to see now the footing and just the mobility, game quickness has been affected deeply by the rain on this field as the players continue to adjust, as the game will continue to slow down. Early adjustments need to be made as they're not confident. You can see having their difficulties with not only the footwork, but even the basic essentials like clean snaps, whether it's short, long, or out of the pistol, is going to be a challenge on a moist field. That's right. The word of the day is moist. And a nice soaring kick. Takes a nice bounce and is fielded and hit quickly as, again, changing direction will be a challenge on this moist field. That's right. That'll put them right around the 20-yard line where the Central Florida Bulls will take possession for their first opportunity here in the first quarter of action. Again, you are watching Florida Championship Football League. The Bulls break the huddle for the first time offensively. Again in white with green trim. 2 receivers to the near side, shotgun heavy. Inside handoff, and they'll try the left side and have some room. A good pickup of about 7 on the carry. Will take them up to about the 30. Dare to say 40. Yeah, that's 42-yard line. So they'll spot the ball officially at the 45. On a moist night here. Showing 2 receivers to the near side, shotgun formation. Good snap. Again, goes with the handoff, tries to come around the right side, makes a nice cutback, and right into your living room, crossing the 50-yard line. Nice run made by number 25. Several players on the Central Florida Bulls, unlisted jersey-wise, to be able to give you accurate names. But what I will do is give you the full rundown of the Central Florida Bulls roster at halftime just to make sure that every player gets their just credit and due for their efforts and energies expended on the field. As number 4 lines up right in front of you in your living room, near side hash mark, as the Bulls having success this drive takes the snap. Again, the interior handoff, but a lot of orange gets to him quickly. And one of the first men in on the play has to be my man, R.J. Porsche. Porsche, an incredible nose for the football, had a great game again last week and follows up again this week as a part of this 4-0 Daytona Broncos squad. Intensity starts to build. Bulls with a 2-point lead. 3 receivers. Nice max protection on the backside. Again, they'll go to the draw, and that will go nowhere as the defensive line for the Broncos continue to play that shut them down football. Xerafon only, number 43, in on the stop with some great help on the interior. That front 4 for the Broncos has been impressive. The more you watch Broncos football, the more you get attached and realize the success of this team is predicated off of the success they have up on that front line, whether it's offensively or defensively. The Bulls will have to challenge them in the trenches, and in a muddy situation like this, you're gonna find out who wants it more. Broncos come out the pistol, handoff, and a nice way to crash in off the edge. That outside linebacker position. Number 9 and number 20 gets to the ball carrier quickly for the Bulls. We got a player down at midfield for the Broncos, shake it up. Once again, representing for the Central Florida Bulls, Jake Braswell, Calvin Brown Jr., Israel Chisholm, A.J. Davis, Bertie Gonzalez, Latrell Gordon Jr., Alex Jones, Noah Kennard, Cody Mack, Raymond Martin, Cameron Mosley, Rupert Pampile, Tavares Rempert, along with Deontay Simpkins, Lott Smith, Dante Spencer, Nissan Tyler, and Tyrese Terry represents the Central Florida Bulls. Up 2 after a safety exchange where the ball was snapped and the special teams was unable to get it as the ball rolled out the back of the end zone. Broncos with possession of the football here at midfield. Out of the pistol, good snap, handoff, we got a flag, and loses his footing as he crosses midfield up to about the 48. A good surge by the offensive line, but that flag may be something to conversate about as they're spotted at the 49-yard line. 2-0 to score. Bulls up in this one. That infraction will go against the Bulls and move the ball to the 45-yard line. Nice run around the left side, and they'll try this defense and see how serious they are. Number 88 in on the tackle along with number 55, Quanya Wilkerson. One half of the Wilkerson brothers, number 55, Quanya and Daquan. Daquan wears 56 for the Bulls. Definitely looking to see what they can do. Good snap. Quarterback keeps it. Bootleg comes around the right side and hurdles the down and distance marker. Showing his ability to get outside. Broncos take the snap. Interior handoff, and again, you can see the difficulty of trying to get traction on a very moist field, because that first cut resulted in them falling to the ground just shy of 35. Officials will rotate the football out as well to try and keep a dry ball on the field. Quick snap and the dive. And again, this front line for the Bulls has met them at the line of scrimmage consistently. Again, number 56, Quanya Wilkerson and Daquan Wilkerson, 55 and 56 getting upfield quickly, followed by number 20 on this Bulls defense. 2-0 to score. Can the Broncos get in the end zone or put points on the board would be the major question. Tavis Smith, your near side receiver. The Broncos take the snap. Quarterback keeps it. Comes around the right side, trailing them number 9. And again, will push him out of bounds. On ice skates, trying to turn that corner and unable to do so. As that will rotate players out. Again, big number 94. Quayshawn Emmons leading this offensive line. Big Ronald Graves, number 62, representing for the Broncos. These boys get down and boogie in the trenches. They got their hands full this week as their undefeated rank will definitely be tested. Central Florida Bulls come out. 3 receivers, single back. Pitch goes to the left side, cuts back. Oh, clickety-clack. Clickety-clack. Linebacker comes up and gets him some of that. Yeah. You got to enjoy that high quality sound brought to you by Gridiron Productions. That's a good mic when you can hear the helmets clacking 20 yards away. Shouts out to my man Kevin Hawthorne, the boy bad. Line up in front of you, Philip Bailey, matched up against the Bulls' top receiver. Out of the shotgun, good snap, clean pocket, flushed out to the right, looking for somewhere to go with it, closing speed, and brought him down. Aggression under control as Kenneth Jackson gets to the QB and brings that play to a close. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call shutdown soup, and it does not taste like chicken. Energized play by number 45, Mike Sweeney and Rashawn Ned for the Broncos, continuing to chase that football down no matter what direction it goes in. Big down and distance right here for the Bulls. 4 receivers out the backfield, drops, looking to the left, looking downfield, still looking, plants his feet, throws it, and incomplete. As that pass will hit the turf and roll for quite some distance. Number 21, Ward, comes in to supply fresh energy to this defense as Rashid Black comes in as well. As Rashawn Ned will get a breather. Excellent rotation by this team. Big Raymond Bryant gets a breather as well. Again, the coaching staff, led by Coach Dirk Clark Sr., doing some tremendous things, not only in the community, but on the football field. Broncos down 2-0 in this one. Again, as the rain continues to come down earlier, we got a break momentarily prior to the game. Going uptown again. And that will take a nice bounce and go out of bounds near the 23-yard line. And that will send the Broncos offense back out onto the football field. Down and distance markers are located on the near side of the football field. We'll keep track of things as the game continues to progress along. Excited to see Big Ronald Graves come back out onto the field offensively. Looking to get this offense going. We'll give you a quick time check in a few. Bulls make their way out onto the football field. After that punt, and the Broncos will get ready for this, their third drive of today's game, as we are still in the first quarter of action. As the first series ended in a safety, as the punt actually led to a box exchange between the center and the punter, and the ball went out of the back of the end zone, giving the Bulls 2 points early. And it looks like we have a timeout on the field as the Broncos make their way to the sideline. You are watching the Central Florida Bulls versus the Daytona Beach Broncos, Florida Champion Football League, live from Wesley Chapel Park, District Park here in beautiful Florida. Our proud sponsors today, Mitchell's Tinting. You want to get your windows tinted, you want to lay back in your style, you want to be discreet when you move through the street, make sure you stop by Mitchell's Tinting, get your windows tinted right. Eatsa, some of Marco's Pizza. Marco's Pizza, bringing you some of the best in Italian cuisine in Daytona Beach. Stop moving around on the side streets when you're looking for a tattoo. You make your way over to Main Street Tattoo. Get the good stuff. That's right, Main Street Tattoo, an incredible sponsor for the Daytona Beach Broncos. Also, let's go. That's right, let's go vacations and planning. You want to go to Turks and Caicos? Maybe you just want to go to Aruba. It doesn't matter. Let's go, baby. Vacations and planning. As we return to the action, Daytona Beach Broncos in possession of the football. Back set to get things going. Good snap. And throws it. Looking to go to the right side flat, and the pass will fall incomplete. No yards gained on the play. Second down and 10 for the Broncos. Broncos break the huddle in orange. Tops and bottoms, tangerine pots. Bulls in all white with green trim. Good snap. Looking, flushed out of the pocket. Can't get away from the outside edge. Throws on the hop and nearly intercepted. And we got a flag late. Let's see what the call is here on third down. Substitutions coming in. As so far, the Broncos have had their fair share of difficulties moving the football effectively. At some point in time, you knew you were going to deal with weather conditions on the field. Showing three receivers to the far side, direct snap, plants his feet, throws. And surrounded by Bulls defenders, that pass will fall incomplete. Fourth down. As the Broncos again will go 3 and out as the special team units make their way onto the field. Again, the last time they sent the special team units out onto the field, a botched exchange between the center and the punter led to the football rolling out of the back of the end zone, which gave the Bulls a 2-point lead and a free kick. Let's see if the Broncos punter is able to get a grip of this football this time and get a good kickoff. 2 points separate these two squads. High snap, got it. Nice pressure by the Bulls, but the kick will soar and go out of bounds near the 37-yard line, where the Bulls will take over possession already in Broncos territory. Again, today's action is brought to you by none other than Larson Construction. That's right. You need some work done? Don't do it halfway. Don't do it part of the way. Do it right with Larson Construction. Insane cycles. That's right. Get hooked up. Get your bike tweaked out, freaked out. Insane cycles doing their thing. Good snap by the Bulls. Quarterback will keep it. Tries the left side and will cut back and takes it up to about the 35-yard line before he's brought down. Darius Mills, number 7, on the carry. As the Bulls break the huddle, holding a 2-point lead over the undefeated Broncos. They send 3 receivers wide to the near side with a man in motion. High snap, inside handoff, and they'll try it. And again, nothing on the interior but a flag on the play. As number 25 unable to get much on the carry. Let's see what the call is. 5:42 left in the first quarter of action, and this infraction will indeed go against the Bulls and will walk them back to the 44-yard line. So after a half of the first quarter, both teams getting off to a slow start, trying to adapt to a very moist field in between the strategy of offensive and defensive play calling. Good snap out of the shotgun. QB rolls to the right, plants his feet, throws. Over the head of a defender and able to make the reception. So a big-time play downfield for the Bulls, as that will move the chains in the tune of a first down for the Bulls. So continuing to take their shots is this Central Florida Bulls team that breaks the huddle. Two receivers to the near side, matched up man for man. Broncos defense confident, and they'll try and run it around the right side, and that will go nowhere. RJ Porsche, number 15, one of the first players in to get to him, along with number 9, Rasheed Blanche. Blanche had a big game last week at the halfback position and continues to develop and rotate, spending more time on the defensive side of the ball as the season progresses, able to give players like Rashawn Ned, number 35, the chance to get a breather as Mike Sweetney again continues to be a force on that Broncos defense. Coming out with full receiver spread, the Bulls take the snap. Quarterback keeps it and goes around the left side and tries to split the defenders and will not get much. Number 30 in on the stop, Terry McMillan. And that will limit that play to about 4 yards on the pickup. The Bulls continuing to march downfield on the strength of the big passing play that put them in a great field position. Can they capitalize as they go 3 wide to the near side? Wow. Plants his feet and throws to the left, and that will fall incomplete. The Bulls continuing to take shots at this secondary. Coach Jerry Jenkins took all the filters off of the playbook this week and looking to open it up in a major way despite the field conditions. And they'll line up for a field goal attempt. Well, let's see if he got the money. Botch snap, and the holder will pick it up and drive it around the right side. And that is not enough to pick up the first, as it will send the Broncos offense back out onto the football field. So again, now you're really starting to see the effects of the field conditions impacting not only the short snap, the mid-range snap, but even the opportunity for a quarterback to take the ball from the actual traditional position. His back pedal would have to be immaculate on this field that has limited traction. Once you start committed in one direction, not going to be a lot of jump cuts and cutting back. So let's see which team is able to get off to the track meet as the Daytona Beach Broncos break the huddle And they come out showing 4 receivers, giving a lot of donut on his near side. Plants his feet, and the quarterback will keep it. Oh, wow. It hit and stood up, trying the right side. Number 53, Joshua Roberts, exploding off the ball with 3 minutes left in the first period of action. You are watching today's game day presentation of the Florida Champion Football League. Daytona Beach Broncos versus the Central Florida Bulls, proudly brought to you by Gridiron Productions, LLC, and Voice Sports. Fueling our youth consistently everywhere sports. Let's get ready, get down to business. Good snap. Drops back. Pressure. Uh-oh, he throws the 50-50 ball into double coverage and unable to get to it. Pass was intended for Marquise Clark. And into double coverage. The ball was batted away. Number 19 back deep along with safety coverage. Number 24 coming over the top to assist. That pass will fall incomplete. Both teams not shying away from going up top chicken box. And tries to get something going and will not find anything but Bulls defenders as the quarterback looks to keep it. Number 17 for the Bulls, making a nice read from the line and limiting that play as the special team units for the Broncos come back out onto the football field for yet another 3 and out. Here in the first quarter of action, 2-0 to score in this one. Back deep, set the punt. Low snap, able to scoop it up, and the punt. Short skipping shot, and it will be recovered as the Broncos say they have it, but the Bulls appear to have fallen on it. With 1:39 remaining in the first quarter of action. You got one official saying the Bulls have it, one official saying the Broncos has it. And the Stripes will have a conversation at the 27-yard line. And as the players continue to rotate in and out, Deshaun Ned comes out onto the football field, leading me to believe that indeed the Bulls got possession, and they do. Showing 3 receivers. Good snap and a pitch. Tries to go to the left side, and he stood up after picking up maybe 2. Once again, not a lot of cutting back. Once you start going to the left, you got to commit to it. Decent lead block supplied by Quanya Wilkinson, number 55. But the jump cut was to no avail. Great open field tackle made by the Broncos linebacker. They'll make it second down and about 7. 2-0 to score here at Dr. Martin Luther King Rec Center in Ocala, Florida. That's right around the corner from my homie. Shout out to my man, Coach Cat Allen Thomas, my dog. Good snap. Good pitch going around the left. The quarterback will keep it to the right, uses his legs, and up the sideline and ushered out of bounds. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And the quarterback keeper, a good pickup for the Bulls. Already up 2 points in this one. Again, on a very moist night where the field has changed clearly the strategy of how these teams approach things. But still looking to spread the ball out with 26 seconds left in the first quarter. We got a player being attended to on the Broncos sideline. Training staff is on the field as both teams will make their way over the huddle. The officials will do the same. Tonight's game proudly brought to you by our sponsors, Barbecue Chick. That's right, BBQ Chick. Who else you gonna get that chicken from? The BBQ Chick. That's right. Make sure you stop by Beach Embroidery. You want to get your apparel done. You want to size up your furniture. There's a lot of options made available for you. Beach Embroidery. That's right. And I know you're a big kid, so why don't you go where the big kids go? Big Kid Toys. Another great option made available for you in the Daytona Beach area, along with Carolina Seafood. Go get all your shrimps and your fishes and your seafoods and your clams and them. Carolina Seafood. If you like shrimps, you're going to like Carolina Seafood. That's right. I said shrimps now. 2-0 the score as the Bulls take possession. Good snap. Interior handoff. And it will go nowhere as the quarterback is also greeted up close and personal by Rashawn Ned, number 35. Just in case you did decide to keep the football, Rashawn will come check you. 20 seconds as we get ready to advance on to the second quarter. 2-0 to score after the completion of the first quarter. Both teams set to flip field position. Today's game also proudly brought to you by Iron Axe. Iron Axe, the place to be. And oh yeah, if you're looking to get some great electronic equipment and you need a couple dollars till Friday, stop by Godfather Pawn. Godfather Pawn. That's right. We take care of you like family. Godfather Pawn. Daytona Beach Broncos down 2-0 to the Central Florida Bulls as we start the second quarter of action. I like that. Godfather Pawn. You got the good watches. As both teams switch sides again, the Central Florida Bulls in all white, green trim, facing off against the Daytona Beach Broncos in all orange, tangerine pots. Bulls showing 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Whistles pre-snap. Week 5 action here in the Florida Championship Football League. After some brief conversations, set up shop, showing blitz, challenges them up close and personal, throws the fader into the back of the end zone, and it will fall incomplete. Incomplete pass will stop the clock. We just started the second quarter as both teams switch sides. Again, the story of the first quarter Both teams having their fair share of issues, executing probably what they intended to do when they came out here, as the rain throughout the day and prior to kickoff has changed the dynamic on the football field, as footing has been at a minimum. Yet they look to open it up with the pass, showing three receivers to the near side. The Bulls take the snap, drops back, and he'll run to the right. Quarterback will keep it and takes it up inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line, using his legs as the pocket collapses. Never really has the time to plant his feet and look at his receiver options on his near side. As the defensive front four for the Broncos continue to have their success getting in the backfield and getting in the backfield quickly. Quarterback making some abrupt decisions once he gets the football in his hands. Again, three receivers to the near side. Drops back, wants to go, throws it. And unable to connect, and that will lead to the Broncos sending the offense back out onto the football field. 2-0 to score. The Bulls up in this one. They'll give the Broncos possession of the football, pinned back deep in their own territory. Number 19, Jai Taylor, leads his offense back out onto the football field. You get a chance to hear some of the ambiance on the football field. These Bronco fans are some of the most loyal and energized you're going to see in the state of Florida. They love their Broncos, boy. This Bulls defense doing a decent job and continuing to hold them, but pinning the Broncos back, as Coach Derek Clark Sr. will stop and talk to the team, pull his squad to the side. Head coach Jerry Jenkins of the Central Florida Bulls already has his package and defense set to take to the field. Again, today's great sponsors include Roto-Rooter, flush your troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter, baby, get right. CrossFit Hypernova. You want to work out? Go into Hypernova. CrossFit with Hypernova. Also, Corey's Economy Cars. You want an affordable vehicle that's reliable and as responsible as you? Stop by Corey's Economy Cars today. Get you a great vehicle to ride to. Crunch Fitness. Another great way to shed pounds. Crunch Fitness. Crunch that weight off. Quick snap throws. Caught. Takes 3 from 1. And a nice pitch and catch to get some momentum going. Trayvon Young on the reception. Looking to get around the right side. Good cutback and a nice hit coming up from the safety position and lowering the boom. And looking again to test that right side and surging up the field and out of bounds. This defense, number 24, has been all over the football field, along with number 55, Quanya Wilkerson. Showing 4 receivers. Broncos take the snap. Good block. Throws across the middle. Oh, and one hand on you. Excuse me. Big play. And that's what they were looking for as they take advantage of it. Jai Taylor able to get to it. So signs of life as, again, this Broncos offense look to build some momentum and get things going after a big-time catch. This field, takes a snap, pressure, stepped up, and again, the pass rush by the Bulls relentless, but the quarterback able to get around the outside and throws it. Tries to get rid of it quickly. This offensive line doing everything they can. But again, the footing is just a challenge in itself on this field that the rain has pretty much saturated. 2-0, the Bulls up in this one. For those of you just joining the broadcast, the Bulls able to get that 2 points in the first quarter as the Broncos were preparing to punt the football, and a botched exchange between the center and the punter led to the football going out of the back of the end zone and giving the Bulls a 2-point lead. Ever since then, both teams have been going up and down the field as the Broncos and Orange take possession. Good snap, pump fake, quarterback tries to look upfield, plants his feet again, throws, wow, and into quadruple coverage. The Bulls will take over possession of the football. And that indeed is an interception brought down by the Bulls. As number 88 is having a tremendous game for the Central Florida Bulls on defense. So both teams exchange big plays and show you signs that they are both in tune to try and get this game under control. 2 points only separate them as the Bulls go to 3 receivers spread wide, and we got a flag pre-snap that the officials will discuss as the Whitecap will definitely charge it to the Bulls. Yeah. There's one thing for certain and 2 things for sure. If the Whitecap throw a flag, you did it. So after that infraction, it'll back them up. Shotgun formation for the Bulls. And I ain't no snitch, but they jump sides. Yeah. Him, and him. No numbers, no names. Just go to the instant replay. To do that, make sure you watch the official live stream brought to you by Gridiron Productions. 9:39 remaining in the first half. The Central Florida Bulls in white and green with possession of the football. 5 receiver spread, drops back, looks, got time, flushed out of the pocket, throws, and that pass will fall incomplete. Outstanding coverage in the secondary. Tyler Stokes, number 5, along with number 7, Fila Bailey, has done a tremendous job on his near side on the over and under. That the Bulls quarterback hasn't even looked over here twice after the rotation they pulled on him in the first quarter. So let's see if he'll test that secondary with his arm. But the way that secondary is moving, I don't expect too much. 3 receivers to the near side of the Bulls, quick snap, and the handoff is stood up as that defensive line serves up a bowl of shutdown soup, and we get a break dance. My man went turbo and ozone on him. Lord have mercy. Quentin Green gave him a little bit of electric boogaloo. Yeah. You know you got to the ball carrier. You get turned around and spin on your head. That's gangster. Coming back out onto the field, Mike Sweeney, number 45, to supply a fresh breath of air. Tyler Stokes, number 5, having a great game again at that safety position. Shifting out wide. Bailey one-on-one, stepping up. Again, look, the footwork, bang. And that's a matchup you're going to see them try and take advantage of all day. Javon Chappelle, number 2 for the Central Florida Bulls. A big weapon in this offense, matched up against Philip Bailey, number 7. And Bailey has not only been very good in his technique against Chapel, but has also had the help of Tyler Stokes over the top. So this secondary for the Broncos is ready for him. The question is, can the Bulls take advantage of it on this moist field, or will the Bulls go in another direction? But they got to keep them honest. Last thing you want to do is have the Broncos feel like this whole side of the field is shut down. And for right now, it does look that way. Special teams formation, the snap, and the punt is a quick kick. Bounces across the 50. Fielded, got some room. Skip, skip. Oh, my goodness, got some room. Oh, yeah. Again, another Jacob Jameson. He got one man to beat. Come on down the sideline and talk to me. Big play by Cordell Moore in the special team will send the Daytona Beach Broncos offense out onto the football field energized. Cordell Moore with 2 great moves in the open field. Definitely want to see if the Broncos can build off of that momentum and energy as the defense is starting to settle down in their ways. And after that play on special teams, puts them in a position here in the second quarter where they can get something done. Mind you, the Central Florida Bulls defense has been just as complimentary in their execution, not giving up much on the ground or in the air. And a timeout on the field, as coaches, staffs, we'll talk about it. You are watching the Daytona Beach Broncos face off against the Central Florida Bulls. Florida Champion Football League action at its finest. Brought to you by the Upper Echelon in live streaming, Gridiron Productions, in conjunction with Voice Sports. I am your host for the night, Wayne the Voice Matthews of Voice Sports. You know how we do it. We make it happen. Proudly sponsored by Madeline's Wine Bar. That's right, you're thirsty. You want to get something to drink where you are. When you in Daytona Beach, make sure you stop by Madeline's Wine Bar. And if you want a piece of Little Italy, the fettuccinis and your linguinis and your lasagnas and all of that good stuff from Little Italy, the place you want to be, the place you should be when you go to Daytona Beach. That's right, Daytona Beach. And K-style cravings. That's right. Korean cuisine like none other. K-style cravings. Innovative approach to Korean cuisine like nothing you've ever saw or seen. K-style cravings. As we go back to today's action, the Broncos with possession. Fans are getting hyped. Good snap, drops back, rolls to his right, plants his feet, throws. And the pass was caught, but was he in bounds? Nice execution of the rollout pass. As tonight's game comes to you live from Dr. Martin Luther King Recreational Center in Ocala, Florida. That pass will be ruled incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Broncos. Broncos drop back, rolls to the left, quarterback looking, and throws it on the run and complete as that catch will take him down inside the 20. Nice reception. Again, tonight's head coach and staff, Daytona Beach Broncos head coach and former NFL alumni Derek Clark Sr., along with team vice president Tamara Clark, along with Samantha McFadden, Joseph Neves, and Elijah Chu, presents to you the Daytona Beach Broncos in orange and tangerine pots out of the shotgun formation. Cap snap, gets it, hands off, and slips around the right side, gives him the slow shoulder, and down. Number 19 able to get the tackle and lose his helmet, but a flag on the play will be a worthy conversation for the Stripes. 2 points separate these two here in the second quarter. Greater Grace Chapel, when you're in Daytona Beach and you want to praise the Lord. Greater Grace Chapel, do your thing for the Lord. Two points separate the Bulls and the Broncos in tonight's game. Need some greater grace. Have mercy. As the Broncos break the huddle, showing four receiver spread, this offensive line has their hands full. An inside draw and the power run will attack the center of that defense, and a nice pickup. And again, another big tackle on the interior, number 26, able to get to him. Big Angel Webb. Number 11, able to get to him. Again, if you go to the Florida Championship Football League page, many of the players for the Central Florida Bulls have not been issued jersey numbers for me to be able to give you the just credits and due for various ones. If there was some shifting or adjustments to jerseys made, charges to their head, not their heart. They got to update the internet. Nice double move, rolls out to the right and throws it on the hop. Able to make a good play on the football. A nice reception. That will still leave them about 10 yards shy of the first down marker with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half of action. And what has been a chess match as both coaching staffs, both Jerry Jenkins and both Derek Clark Sr., look to try and execute their offenses on a very wet and slick field. The defenses have been very aggressive and continue to be as he tries to roll to the left. Oh my goodness. And rolling backwards. Outside of the pocket, he'll throw that one in the bushes. Got a flag down on the field. Maybe intentional grounding, but he was outside the tackle box, so let's see what the call is officially. You already ran that far back. You don't want to give up a holding penalty. William Stewart comes in with a fresh play. Trayvon Young, another big weapon, number 17 for this Broncos team. A weapon you want to watch out for here in the second quarter of action, just moments away from halftime. Four receiver spread. Good snap low. Oh, and has to fall on it as a quarterback 4 minutes before halftime. And that is not the outcome they drew up in the huddle. And multiple package substitutions come in as they will switch offense for defense. Again, number 11 for the Central Florida Bulls, the big man, Angel Webb, a force to be reckoned with up front, along with the help of number 55, Quanya Wilkinson, and Daquan Wilkinson, number 56. That's as formidable up front. This Central Florida Bulls offense, as the offensive line has matched up well against this defense. And up close and personal goes the Broncos, and that defense will continue to do what it's done all season, and that's give you nothing. Nice pursuit on the front line. If that play picks up maybe 2. If that's a generous spot. Multiple substitutions come in. Once again, the Broncos in orange. Just moments away from halftime, we'll run down all of the great sponsors behind the Daytona Beach Broncos as that run around the left side goes for a minimal pickup. Nice convergence on the ball. Malik Wilson, another big threat at linebacker you have to pay attention to. Him and R.J. Porche do a tremendous job at that middle linebacker and outside linebacker position. Once you couple that with Mike Sweeney, but we'll run down all of the great sponsors behind the Daytona Beach Broncos. Let me give you an opportunity to kick back, refill your refreshments, and get ready. Quick snap, and the Bulls look, hand off, and ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. Bulls will retain possession. Deshaun Nigg comes in. We come up on a 2-minute warning. This football field has added a whole new element to the game plan and strategy both these teams like to run. Coach Dirk Clark Sr. pulls his Broncos to the side with a 2-minute warning to talk about things as head coach Jerry Jenkins and offensive and defensive coordinator Donnie Hope pull the Central Florida Bulls to the side as they talk this thing out. 2 points separate these two teams in what has been a sloppy game, not necessarily because of the play call and the execution, but because of the field that they are playing on. If you get a good look as the camera begins to move around from left to right, certain areas of the field definitely has its ups and downs, its speed bursts and its slow patches. You haven't seen a lot of cutbacks, as once you start gaining momentum in one direction, shifting and going back the opposite way, never a good thing. So as they come out with 3 receivers to the far side, Central Florida Bulls look to test this secondary yet again. And they'll take this snap from under center. He'll change his mind, and that will lead to a timeout. Uncomfortable about what he saw, the Bulls will take yet another timeout here in the second quarter. You're watching the Florida Championship Football League live from Dr. Martin Luther King Rec Center in Ocala, Florida. 2-0 to score as the Central Florida Bulls are up on the undefeated Daytona Beach Broncos. The Broncos in all orange and tangerine pots face off against those Bulls in all white and green trim. As always, the guys in the black and white stripes are the referees. The one with the white cap runs the show. And now you know. And knowing is half the battle. Here in the waning moments of the first half, can the Broncos get a good push, a big play? Good snap and a handoff, and it tripped up in the backfield. Able to get him around the ankles. Never gave him a chance to get momentum, and we got a player slow to get up, but a nice crash down. I believe that was number 9 that got to him, Rashid Blanche. That is not enough for the first down as the Broncos look to send their offense out onto the football field, motivated to try and do something. Don't imagine they want to go into halftime with the score the way it is. So as both teams rotate in fresh bodies, Tavis Smith and the Daytona Beach Broncos send their offense back out onto the football field. A lot of weapons on both sides of the ball. 1:53 remaining before halftime. Having some conversations in the backfield. Showing 4 receivers, quick snap. Steps up, throws, drops it in the flat, and the big man again drops the shoulder. And again, you get a chance to see the difficulty in changing directions as DeAndre Jones catches the pass in the flat and tries to turn upfield. Delivered to him where he can make some moves. Just not a lot of space. They'll take a timeout with 1:36 remaining before halftime. You're watching the Florida Championship Football League. Daytona Beach Broncos versus the Central Florida Bulls. Brought to you by the Upper Echelon and Live Streaming Gridiron Productions in conjunction with Voice Sports. You and our youth consistently everywhere is what we do. We are Voice Sports, showing you tomorrow starts today. Make sure you go to the official YouTube page of Gridiron Productions, hit subscribe, then like, love, and share everywhere. Great football is enjoyed. Did you miss the Battle of the Beaches last weekend? Make sure you go to the Gridiron Productions page and check it out. It was an outstanding game. As the Broncos send their offense back out onto the football field, 4 receivers spread out of the shotgun. Official game clock running. Clap snap. Steps up. Plants his feet. Still looking for somewhere to go. Throws it. And it's intercepted by the Bulls. And looking to get some momentum. Shakes the man. Still running across the 50. Excuse me. Cuts on the speed. And takes it up to the 42-yard line. And that will give the Bulls possession of the football. With the ball on the 42-yard line here in the waning moments of the second quarter. Malik Wilson and this Broncos defense preparing themselves to try and get a stop. Nice one-handed catch by the coach on the sideline. You need to put some pads on, bro. Three receivers shown to the near side for the Bulls. They may test this defense before halftime. Good snap, and they'll go with a run to the inside. Takes it around the right side, got some room, and still running. And he'll rumble down inside the 30-yard line to about the 28 before he goes out of bounds. Again, another great lead block by number 55, Quanya Wilkinson. You almost have to assume the halfback is following 55. He's taking route 55 wherever he wants to find success tonight. No huddle by the Bulls. They'll take the snap. And again, hands it off, cuts back, and he goes down. That's his lead blocker, number 9. He gets up out of the dirt 30 seconds before halftime. Number 99, Big Drew Welch, a big part of this Bulls offensive line. Very sound in his pass blocking technique tonight. But when it comes to running the football, most of it is done behind number 55 and number 90, who has been virtual dogs in the trenches, especially against this Broncos defense that is filled with playmakers. For this to only be a 2-0 game, I'm expecting the second half to have a lot of fireworks despite the rainy weather in Central Florida. Under a minute before halftime. Curious to see if the Bulls will take a shot. Showing 3 receivers to the far side. Good snap. Plants his feet, looking. Hit as he throws. Ooh. And a flag in the backfield. But not before he got to him. That's right. Late gave him a little bit of hi, how you doing? Zarafon only delivers a shot. Let's see what the flag is. And it will go against the Bulls as the official gave the signal facing the far side sideline. And he is walking, Bucko. That has to be a personal foul. And I want to say face mask. That'll move the ball back to the 40-yard line. Already under 30 seconds. 3 receivers to the near side for the Bulls. Javon Chappell, your near side receiver, a real threat. Good snap. Looking, plants his feet, throws to the right side. High side, and a big catch. Woo! Able to come down with it is the Bulls inside the 10, and they're rushing up to the line of scrimmage as they want to try and hurry up before halftime. But I think the clock is faster than their linemen. No more timeouts left. And that will send us to halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you just joining today's broadcast, the Central Florida Bulls in white and green currently lead this game 2-0 over the undefeated Daytona Beach Broncos in orange. We'll be back with the second half of this great game in just a few moments as we pause to acknowledge our proud sponsors. You are watching Gridiron Productions, LLC, the upper echelon in live streaming. We'll be back with a breakdown of the first half and expectations for the second half in just a few moments. In the meantime, we want to give shouts out to Dave and Buster's. That's right, Dave and Buster's. That's right, adult entertainment at its best. Whether you're playing video games or just watching a game on the tube, All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to prepare you for the second half of action, the current score in today's game, the Central Florida Bulls are up 2-0 on the Daytona Beach Broncos. The Broncos come into tonight's game undefeated at 4-0 as the Central Florida Bulls do the same, listed on the charts at 1-0. We got a couple of scores missing in the update, but both teams are definitely showing their equalities on the field. As the rain continues to come down, it set the scene for what was to be a fast-paced game and turned it into a very sloppy one in the first half. Both teams having their difficulties in establishing their high-octane passing offenses with the footing difficulties. Both defenses have been able to adjust and make changes quicker than the offenses have, with both coaches, head coach Jerry Jenkins for the Bulls and coach Derek Clark Sr. for the Broncos, going into halftime. We're looking to see what adjustments will be made, whether they'll go to a heavier run package or they will continue to throw the ball and spread it out accordingly. As both teams have had their successes in the air, both teams have also thrown their fair share of interceptions. This game will come down to who makes the plays in the second half. On behalf of our proud sponsors, Dave & Buster's, Daytona Cigar Club, Daytona Fun Rentals, Waldo's, Takeoff Nutrition, Suncoast Fence, Sick Indoor Karting, Roto-Rooter, Pros Choice Incorporated, Olson Custom Homes, Mitchell's Tinting, Marco's Pizza, Main Street Tattoo, Madeline's Wine Bar, Little Italy, Let's Go Vacations and Plannings, Larson Construction, K-Style Cravings, Iron Axe, Insane Cycles, Hard Rock Cafe, Gridiron Productions, Greater Grace Chapel, Godfather Pond, Jerry Westfall Real Estate, Fish Bar and Grill, Donut Envy, Crunch Fitness, CrossFit Hypernova, Corey's Economy Cars, Carolina Seafood, Cabinet Wholesales, Big Kid Toys, Beach Embroidery, Barbecue Chick, Backyard Barbecue, and Back Alley Lane. We present you the second half of today's game as the kickoff is underway, and the Bulls will dive for the football that was a squib kick just shy of the 46-yard line as we start the second half. Once again, the Bulls up 2-0 in this one, and the Bulls will send their offense out onto the football field first here in the third quarter of action. Once again, special shouts out to none other than the Hawthorns. You got to get with the legends. You're going to do legendary stuff. Gridiron Productions, the upper echelon in live streaming, especially in conjunction with Voice Sports, viewing our youth consistently everywhere sports. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Then like, love, and share everywhere. High quality football is love and enjoy. As the second half of this game starts, you can start to see where the heavy action starts to have that wear and tear on the field right around the 50. Those dark spots are hard patches to run through. Three receivers showing. Drops back, has all kinds of time, throws to his left, and that pass will fall incomplete. Excellent coverage by the Broncos. And that'll make it second down and 10. Set to go in. Good snap. And the pressure from the defense blasts through and comes away with the football is the Broncos, and the celebration starts in the backfield. No whistle to whistle him down. They'll run it into the end zone just in case. But the official will wave him back. Broncos will send their offense out onto the football field as it is ruled to change of possession. So yet again, the struggles continue here in the second half as on this mushy field, it's difficult to get a clean snap of the football. Whether you get under center, the quarterback is having the difficulties backpedaling. If you do it out of the pistol, it's almost downset hot potato. As once you commit to the left or the right, there is no change of direction. And also, if you choose to run, it almost has to be some type of sweep or a multiple players going in one direction. There is no cutback option on a field this moist. One lone receiver set in your living room, close side, young, and they'll go around the left side of the offensive line, and that'll be good for a pickup about 6 on the carry. Expecting to see a heavy dose of the run game from both teams. This Broncos squad in the earlier weeks, very heavy in the run game. Quick snap, and they'll go to the power run game indeed, and they'll push this one down inside the 20-yard line and blasting that defensive line off the ball as they go away from the spread and go straight power, smash mouth football. As you clearly see, the halftime adjustments have gone into ball on the ground, and recovered by the Bulls. Number 16 comes up with the football, ball on the ground. So again, even when you make the transition to go to the power game, which may seem the more effective and more prudent choice, you still got to hold on to the rock, which is extremely moist, the word of the day. Moist. Ball pops loose, and the Bulls will take possession of the football, and that'll send big Raymond Bryant and this Broncos defensive line back out onto the football field, creeping up over the shoulder, Quentin Green. And again, the Bulls will try to establish the run as well, and they'll run into the heart of this defense. Again, now the turnover factor will become an issue as you also have my man Rashawn Ned, number 35, one of the team's leading tacklers, really in a position where now you can just peel your ears back and expect to run. Pick a lane and stay in it. As the Bulls come out showing 3 receivers to the far side, the Broncos defense doesn't buy it. The quick throw gets it outside. Good shifty move, breaks a tackle, gets across the 50. Had a break in the action, but not before the Bulls pick up a nice gain. Handoff, and that will fall for a loss of 1. Not only did the defense able to get a good surge on the interior line, but the ball carrier lost his footing almost immediately after receiving the football on the handoff. That'll put the ball on about the 48-yard line as the official wipes the football off. Again, from this dynamic, it's very hard for you to see how slushy this football field really is, if that's a good enough adjective for it. But as you look at the dark patches, even right here where the receivers lined up in your near side camera, look, coming around the right side, committed to that mud. and goes through and out of bounds. Nice pickup on the play. Number 25 on the carry. Number 4 on the lead block to sell it. And the infraction on the play looks like it will be a holding penalty, and it will definitely walk them back to the 40-yard line. So again, long down and distance, field traction, and again, great rotation by the Broncos to keep fresh bodies in. As many of these players, once they get to the sideline, got to clean their cleats off, because once you run through that mud patch, you virtually got on ice skates, and because that mud sticks under your cleats, it's almost like foot weights. Quick throw to the outside, tries to get free, shakes a man, and again, finding some success with the wide receiver screen. That's good for about 8 yards, but getting up Gimpy was the receiver on the catch, and he'll hop his way to the sidelines as that'll advance the ball up to about the 46-yard line. 47. I want to say 47. Let's be generous. As the rotations continue to come in and out. Once again, on a field under these conditions, you want to keep your cleats clean, because traction can be the difference between a head fake and 6 points. 3 receivers on the far side. Broncos showed blitz but backed off into coverage. Quarterback confused, steps up, throws it, and into triple coverage, nearly picked off. That pass will fall incomplete. When you're working out and you're going CrossFit, you got to go hypernova. You got to go hypernova. You can't just go high speed, high rate. For what? You got to go hypernova. Get that workout. Get that burn. That's right. And while you're doing that, you want to be the best you can be. As we return to the action, the Central Florida Bulls in white, green, and the punt, quick kick, nice soaring, and that will go out of bounds, and that will send the offense for the Daytona Beach Broncos back out onto the football field. You'll score this one 2-0. Bulls have been up as the only score of the game has come from a special teams play in the first quarter, whereas the Broncos went to punt it. The punter was unable to get a grip on the football, and it went out of the back of the end zone, leading to the safety, which has been the lone score of the night. The vast majority of this game has been played between the 20-yard lines, and they continue to go up and down the field. Let's see which team will be the first to actually score in these field conditions. The Broncos come out with a heavy run package, and they'll try the left side and look to get some momentum going. Number 26 on a nice tackle. After a pickup of maybe 3 on the carry for the Broncos. Well-timed blitz. And we'll go down with a minimal gain. Trayvon Young, the ball carrier. Quickly to a third down. The Broncos send one receiver wide. Good snap. Well timed. Outside pass rush gets to the quarterback who spins free. Gets away from 1, gets away from 2, toe taps, and the linebacker will make sure he goes out of bounds. We got a flag, and that might be a flag that will keep this drive alive. If it's unnecessary roughness, that could be an automatic first down for the Broncos. Let's see what the call is as the official gives the football to the Whitecap, and he will indeed notify that the flag was against the Bulls. But to what degree will they walk it off? 5, 10, 15. Look at that. His Fitbit is going off in his pocket. 15 yards. That right there hurt. On a third down, the Broncos were short. That penalty gave them a first down to keep this drive alive. Let's see if it will be something that ends up coming back to haunt them. If the Broncos can put a drive together here and keep this undefeated streak going. Near side receiving option. Trayon Young as offensive line shifts. Good hard snap count. And able to bounce to the right side to turn up field. And trying to turn up and can't. He's met by Daquan Wilkerson, number 56. The Wilkerson brothers, boy, playing up front. Had a chance to do some research on them prior to tonight's game, and they have not disappointed. 55 and 56 is in them trenches. A little early, but able to get in the backfield and brought down. That'll go for a loss of 1, as that'll put them on about the 48-yard line. This Bulls defense has got the play calling, the play snap down. Very comfortable coming off the edge. Coming back out onto the football field. Nice energy. Don't you love it when you listen to a Gridiron Productions video feed? You can hear the fans in the stands. Oh, and the cutback. No! And the Bulls defense serves up their own version of shutdown soup. As the linebacking core gets to the ball carrier quickly, and they basically stifled this drive with just aggressive plays and great reach to the football. You can't hate it. Great pursuit angles as the Broncos special teams formation comes out onto the football field. So much speed. Tyrone O'Neal, your near side. Special team player. Nice high punt. And that one will go back deep. Takes a nice bounce inside the 20. Scoops it up. Gets some momentum. Cuts across the field. Got some daylight. And again, look at that. Space goes. We'll get credit for the tackle as number 19 loses his footing as soon as he crossed the 20. Again, this mushy field, the moisture level. And if you watch him once he gets up, you can see all of the mud that's caked up in his cleats. If you don't maintain keeping your cleats clean, you're virtually running around on an ice skating course. With 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, which team will come out of this game with a victory? 2 points between the two of them. Hard to believe. Out of the shotgun, handoff, shows it to him. Quarterback will keep it, cuts upfield, good spin move, and he'll get hit. But not before he picks up 5 yards on the play, and that'll put him at the 44-yard line. 6 yards shy of midfield. Again, the Central Florida Bulls in white with green trim facing off against the Daytona Beach Broncos at 4-0 in the orange and tangerine pots. Florida Champion Football League action. You gotta love it on a Saturday night. Live from Ocala, Florida, Dr. Martin Luther King Rec Center. And another big play for the Bulls will advance them across the 50-yard line. This Broncos defense trying to find a way to stay in between the ball carrier and the end zone, but you got to keep them cleats clean. Showing 3 receivers, quarterback snap, inside handoff, and the run up the gut. We'll get maybe 3 before he stood up at about the 39-yard line. So the momentum starting to build in favor of the Bulls, who are already up 2 points in this one. Rotations, Broncos players coming off the field. Good snap. Quarterback keeps it around the left side, and he'll get maybe 2 before he's embraced. Brought down near the 37-yard line. Not much room to work with. Both teams doing an exceptional job of keeping fresh players in. As in between the rotation for fatigue, you still got that rotation just to keep their cleats clean. The Bulls come out showing 3 receivers to the far side. One here matched up one-on-one with Philip Bailey. I like Bailey in that matchup. They drop back, and the quarterback will keep it. And they'll plow that way forward for maybe 3-4 yards. As number 25 on the carry on the handoff. So both teams in the second, so utilizing the run far more than they did try to institute the passing game in the first half. Which one will get that breakaway play is yet to be seen. Quick snap, throws the wide receiver screen, and all over it is number 20, Quentin Green, giving up no space. Both teams offensively looking for any break, and neither defense giving up that opportunity easily. 2 outstandingly coached teams. Broncos led by head coach Dirk Clark Sr. And Central Florida led by head coach Jerry Jenkins and Donnie Hope. Bulls show 3 with 1 to the far, 1 to the near side. Good snap. Drops back. Has time. Oh, and brought down. Space goes. I told you the footing on that football field has to be incredible. When you see the quarterback drop back to plant his feet and he falls to the ground, no one around him, that's what I call space ghost. And both teams shifting sides. That may be the inclination that we are already moving into the 4th quarter of action. But why are they running back so deep? Let me get some clarity, man. Because official spotted the ball on the 45. Right. So indeed, as I would assume, just by the body language on the field, both teams switch sides for the final time. Put your fours in the air. Put your fours in the air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put your fours in the air. As the fourth quarter of action comes your way, 2 points. If you told me at 12 o'clock today over lunch that this game would be 2-0, I would have giggled you out the room. But the Bulls with possession out of the shotgun, take the snap in midfield. Quarterback looking for somewhere to go with it, throws. Receiver wants to play the role like he caught it. But we got live camera footage to prove he dropped it. Let's go to the instant replay. Yeah. That's a decision the referees will have to make. Let's go to the instant replay. Everybody close your eyes. No, time out. We on live stream. We could always rewind it back. But, you can do that on your time. We in live action right now as the officials will break it down. Once the game is over, you can go back and look for yourself. I believe he caught the ball with his hands, but the ball hit the ground as well, which makes it an incomplete pass to me. But also, once he was hit, the ball popped out. So again, the instance will say he made the catch. When the ball popped loose and the play continued, it was already whistle blown dead. So the catch will advance them up just outside the 25-yard line with 3 receivers. The Bulls looking to take advantage of it. Good snap. Hand off. Ball on the ground. Ball on the ground. Scooped up by the defense. And he's off to the races. He's to the 40, the 30. Excuse me. And up to the 35-yard line and just that quick. Cookies. The Broncos defense. And again, my man giving the suicide slide on the muddy field. The big play needed and coming away with it. Quentin Green on the scene. Outstanding play defensively as the Bulls were threatening. Can the Broncos here in the fourth quarter get on the scoreboard? Who will win this game? Or will it end 2-0? I can't even begin to postulate. That's the SAT word, by the way. But you tell me what you think in the comments. This game has been back and forth. Show of 4 receivers. Good snap. Handoff on the interior. And he'll take that thing forward right into the arms of number 18. But not before he picks up 5 yards on the carry. Trayon Young. Number 88, who already has an interception in today's game, comes up and makes another stop defensively for the Bulls. Can the Broncos take this last-second momentum and do something with it? Coming back into the game, number 11, big Raymond Bryant, along with Kenneth Jackson, another super quick player. Surprised Jackson hasn't had a chance to touch the football. 4 receivers spread, good snap. Clean pocket, got time, looking, throws, and caught. Nice reception. And that's Broncos football. If they can play like that the rest of the game, they would be happy with it. I'm sure Coach Clark will take that one the rest of the night. Austin Freeze on the reception for the Broncos. Showing 4 receiver spread. Halfback slides out into the slot, making it 5. Empty backfield. QB gets it. Got time. Throws it. Got. And unable to hold on to it is Trayon Young, number 17, on the slant route. Broncos take gone away from the running game and went back to the aggressive passing. The intensity building for the Broncos as they go back to the 5 receiver spread. Quarterback got time, looking, rolls out, goes to his right, throws, and look at the back of the end zone. He's just doing jumping jacks back there. Please throw me the ball. Coach gonna see the live stream of this one and just throw his clipboard into the multiverse. You ever seen a coach throw their clipboard into the multiverse? Yeah. Yeah. Big play right here in the 4th quarter. Every possession could mean the game. 4 receiver spread. Quarterback keeps it. Comes around the right side, gets free, and very close to the first down marker. And that is enough to move the chain crew. First down. The chain crew will shift. We got a flag on the play. Oh, wow. And that call will go against the Broncos. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's blocking the back. That's blocking the back all day. The referee called it. We'd love to know who it was called on, but nonetheless, they will walk it off. Big call right here in a clutch moment. Can the Broncos overcome this? Yet to be seen. They'll show 5 receiver spread. Big decision to make right here on the back of the quarterback. Pressure. Can't get away. Gets away from one defender. Plants his feet. Hit as he throws. And it will fall incomplete. And that flag will come back to haunt him. As the quarterback was able to get the pass off under duress. And that will give the Bulls possession of the football here in the 4th quarter. Again, the biggest factor in tonight's game, field conditions. This natural grass and rain has definitely slowed the tempo and pace that both these teams like to play at down considerably, and has been a challenge within itself just to sustain drives. Coming out with 3 receiver spread, and the quarterback will keep it. He's embraced it. He will go down. Kenneth Jackson asserting himself on the defensive side of the ball will limit that play to a loss of 1. Jackson and both Tyler Stokes been very stingy in the yards they give up on that side of the field all night long, especially when you factor in Phillip Bailey on the coverage. So this Central Florida Bulls team, who's got the benefit of a 2-point lead, here in the fourth quarter would love to either bleed this clock out or get in the end zone to give themselves a cushion. Three receivers, high snap over the head, and it's a race for the football as the quarterback will fall on it. Oh my goodness. And that'll definitely make it long down and distance. Oh my goodness. As Kenneth Jackson will make sure he touches him down. Back deep. The Bulls would need a tremendous play from scrimmage. Arguably the longest play of the game. If they even have the idea that they want to pick up this first down. Oh man, and a good hard snap count draws one of the Broncos offside. I ain't no snitch, but it was him right there. No, not him. It was him right there, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to point the screen, but it was him. And that'll give them a free 5 yards. How can you dry snitch on a wet, stormy night? There's no way around it. The Bulls, with possession of the football, Broncos down 2 points. Need a score in any way, shape, or form. And again, for the second week in a row, this defense looking to get it. And another good hard snap count. Is that enough? Is that good enough for another 5 yards out the defense? Or will they say it was early movement by the offense? And the Bulls start walking back in the opposite direction. So they'll get that 5 yards right back. Three receivers to the near side for the Bulls. The Broncos undefeated. Looks to throw it in the flat. Got him and hits. Escapes him. One man. Oh, excuse me. Tries to cut back, and it is a group of them that will bring him out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Big time play. The special team units will come out onto the football field. The Broncos need a big play. Would love to get a good kick return out of this one. Unfortunately, a punt from this landmark would give them possession of the ball around the 35, 40-yard line on a good kick, which is the muddiest part of the field. Can they make a good cut on it? Again, gets it at the 45, turns the corner. It's on the sideline, excuse me, and he'll step out of bounds again. And multiple flags as the chatter talks, and the Broncos just continue to point on to the sideline, bro. It's going down. The Broncos will get the ball spotted at about the 43-yard line. Can they get in the end zone? For all my Bronco fans at home, this is when you take both your feet and start to rumble on the floor and make your neighbors mad. Get that rumble going. Get that rumble going. Get that rumble going in your house. Have your kids coming in the room like, what's wrong with you? I'm rooting for the Broncos. Had the neighbors coming upstairs knocking on the door. What is you running through the house for? I'm rooting for the Broncos. You're getting that stampede on. 4 receiver spread while our fans stampede from home. The snap, drops back, clean pocket, back pedals, pump fakes, Pump fakes again, throws to the flat, and he is brought down for a loss of about 10. And she'll be tackled on the 47-yard line. It looked like number 17, Trayon Young. Offense goes backwards. Big open field tackle made by Javon Chappelle. I was excited to see what Chappelle could do. I keep saying Chappelle is Chappell's. I'm sorry. Chappelle would mean it had to have an E on it. No disrespect, Javon. You had a hell of a game out there today. Was looking to see what he could do offensively, but he's been making more plays defensively for the Bulls. Second down for the Broncos. Quick snap. Looking, throws. And intercepted. Coming back, number 21. Gives him the move. Scoop, scoop. Oh, it hit low. And he'll go down. As number 21 will bring it back. Stand corrected. Number 24 on the interception for the Central Florida Bulls. As the frustration starts to set in to this Broncos offense, the Bulls offense comes back out, and this defense is almost compelled to want to take over this game and get the points themselves. The offense has just not been able to produce. Here in the fourth quarter of action, 8:15 remaining in the game. Official time 7:56. As a timeout on the field, as both coaching staffs will talk to their players. Coach Derek Clark Sr. of the Daytona Beach Broncos and head coach Jerry Jenkins of the Central Florida Bulls duke it out in this, a big Florida Championship Football League matchup live from Ocala, Florida. Y'all even got Miss Tamara Clark down out on the field. Y'all cutting up now. Special shouts out to our sponsors, Crunch Fitness, CrossFit Hypernova, Corey's Economy Cars, Carolina Seafood, Cabinet Wholesale, Big Kids Toys, Beach Embroidery, and Barbecue Chick. As we return to the action, the Central Florida Bulls come out showing three receivers to the near side, shifting the formation. Goes a full five. Flat out empty pocket. Quick snap, showing man to man. Quarterback drops back, looking. Has time, still looking. Pump fakes. And he is hit and will be brought down. Ball popped loose. And the Broncos saying they got it again. The Broncos saying they have it again. Waiting for the official to say, as the quarterback was unable to hold on to it, he went down. But did the ball come out prior? Broncos coaching staff saying they have it too. It all comes down to the white cap. And indeed, he says Broncos. So the offense gets yet another opportunity to get out on the football field. And now the frustration mounts for the Central Florida Bulls team, who's looking for any kind of grace and mercy. Come on, man. Come on, man. 2-0 to score. This one will be a nail biter for any Broncos fan. If you in the comments box tonight, do you think they can get in the end zone? Go on record and saying you support your Broncos. They're going to win this game. If you're a Bulls fan and you got this game on, If you're a Bulls fan, type it in the comments box. This game gonna end 2-0. You make the call. As Gridiron Productions and Voice Sports takes you fully interactive. Live from Ocala, Florida. Let's see what happens. Timeout on the field. And that'll lead to Coach Clark walking out to talk to him. The officials having conversations in the middle of the field. Ain't nothing but a striped shirt party. 7 minutes and 43 seconds left before this game comes to a close. 2 points separate the winner and the loser in this one. No points scored in 4 quarters to this point. 2 explosive teams that you've basically seen the fuse taken out of it as the football field conditions have changed everything. Officials having conversations at midfield. As my inbox is blowing up with Broncos fans, and the statement was made.
We know they never play Madden. They don't know no rules, no nothing. Bro, this dude is laying down on the ground. How can you
Wow. Talk about fully interactive. Can the Broncos get in the end zone? We'll find out. Can the Bulls stop them and hold on to this 2-point lead? We'll find out. Good snap count, inside handoff, coming right up the gut, and the biggest run from scrimmage. And we got a player slow to get up. So a big run from scrimmage sets them up. Can the Broncos get it done? Direct snap, handoff, and tries the gut, and the power run game of getting maybe 2 yards. Again, this defense. Again, showing his colors. Big Drew Welsh been in that mosh pit all day today. Sitting right in the heart of that defense. Not giving you much. Number 17 in on the play as well. Continuing to do what they can. The Broncos break the huddle. They need to keep this drive alive as they would like to score. 6:20 remaining. They'll try the right side with a run, and number 25 comes up and shows them not on my side. Along with the help of number 19, they'll bring this play to a close. Broncos break the huddle. Them Broncos fans must be rumbling because they still getting the plays they need. Handoff, and they'll go weak side, and the dive, and still running. Powers his way forward, but brought down by number 19. Trayon Young on the carry. Trying to get that burst of speed on the interior. Substitutions come in as Jai Taylor comes in with the play. The Broncos and orange unis, tangerine pots, facing off against the Central Florida Bulls in all white and green. Set to go to work. Good high snap. Inside handoff, and they'll go to the power run game and keeps them legs churning forward. And power football on display as the Bulls wrestle that play down. Number 17 in on the stop. But continuing to just push and shove. It's that kind of game. You miss those games like this. When you get to the crib or you get to the locker room, you almost got to take 10 minutes in the shower just to get all the mud off you. Said to get things going, they'll take the snap, hand off on the interior, and nowhere to run to, baby. Stood up by the Bulls defense. A great play. 4 minutes remaining. And a timeout on the field as Dirk Clark Sr. brings his team over the top. Once again, shouts out to our proud sponsors, Dave & Buster's, Daytona Cigar Club, Daytona Fun Rentals, Waldo's Billiards, Takeoff Nutrition, Suncoast Fence, Sick Indoor Karting, Roto Rooter, Pros Choice Incorporated, Olson Custom Homes, Mitchell's Tinting, Marco's Pizza, Main Street Tattoo, Madeline's Wine Bar, Little Italy, Let's Go Vacations and Planning, Larson Construction, K-Style Cravings, Iron Axe, Insane Cycles, Hard Rock Cafe, Gridiron Productions, Greater Grace Chapel, Godfather Pond, Gary Westfall Real Estate, Fish Bar and Grill, Donut Envy. Back to the action. The Broncos take the snap out the pistol. Good hard snap count, and they pointing. Oh, he's snitching. He's snitching. All of them snitching. Look at him snitching. Ooh, I'm a tail. And indeed, it'll be false start against the Broncos. That'll hurt them for 5 yards. Look at all of them snitching, though. Look, they snitching, boy. Hey, it's pointing, bucko. They out there pointing. The Bulls up in this one 2-0. That infraction helps keep them up as it backs them up. The Broncos break the huddle. Big Joshua Roberts, number 53, sets up on that offensive line. Can they get the run game going? Good snap count, pitch. Stood up in the backfield and brought down. Excellent play by the outside linebacker who sealed off the edge. Do I have to tell you it was number 55, Quanya Wilkinson, in on the stop? Yo, big man been balling all night. Him and number 16, number 17, not giving you nothing. Nothing. N-U-T-T-I-N apostrophe, nothing on that outside edge. The Broncos going backwards. They need a big play right here. Can they get it? Core receiver spread. Bronco fans calling for the big play. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. They come out and show 5 receivers. Good snap. Oh, wow. Breaks free. Throws it. And that'll send the defensive units out onto the field as that pass falls incomplete. Trayon Young in the vicinity as 2 players for the Broncos look like they almost crossed in the middle of the field. Quarterback almost instantaneously has a man in his face as the outside edge is almost collapsing every time on the snap. Like the minute he gets the ball, it's downset hot potato. He has not had the time to sit back there and really take a time to look, whether it's because of the footing or just because of the pressure that's on him. Well-timed jumps off the outside edge. Gotta give credit where credit is due. The Bulls have been able to effectively get at the quarterback. The Broncos look to do the same. Handoff around the left side, and that'll be a good run for about 3 yards on the carry. Number 25 will keep that clock running. 2:45 remaining. And at this point in time, if you're the Bulls, they're going to bleed the clock for everything they can. Flag on the play. Dialogue taking place on the field between the white cap and Bronco player. And this will be walked off. Dang, 10, 15 yards. Oh, he's still walking. He put the ball down? Oh, about to say. So he'll put the ball down at midfield on the 49-yard line. And puts the Bulls right in the middle of the mud. Right in the middle of that mosh pit. Less than 3 minutes in this game. The Broncos defense, if they want to win this game, they need to get the football back, as the Bulls are totally comfortable with bleeding this clock. And that's a flag. And that'll go against the Bulls, and they'll walk it off another 5 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. 2:31 remaining. And that infraction will get them out the mud. Can the Broncos defense make a play? Shifting power sides with the halfback. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Handoff, and he stood up nothing. Serving up a bowl of shutdown soup with this Broncos defense. Substitutions coming in on both sides. 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning. Coaches take advantage of the opportunity to talk to their players as they also get hydrated here in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes remaining in this game. I say it again because I would not believe it if you'd have told me. If we'd have had a conversation at high noon today, and you told me that this Daytona Beach Broncos team would be held scoreless versus the Central Florida Bulls, and the Bulls will win this game 2-0, I would not believe you. After watching this team go undefeated 4 weeks in a row, I had high expectations that the Bulls would play them very well. But 2-0, this game, the field conditions, I think really was the biggest opposition for both of these teams in today's contest. Can the Broncos win this game? We'll find out. Will they play the Bulls later again in the season? We'll find out. But right now, the Bulls up 2-0. A win is a win and a loss is a loss. 3 receivers to the near side. Clap snap. Quarterback keeping it, of course. Goes around the right side, looks for some room, and he goes down, and he'll maintain possession of the football. And we got a player down at the 45-yard line for the Broncos. Training staff need to make their way out onto the field, and indeed they do. Tyrone O'Neal at quarterback, and we got a flag on the field. And the frustration starting to set in. Let's see what the flag is on the play. Because that run was only limited to 3 yards with 1:47 left on the clock. At this phase of the game, any and every miscue can cost you. We got a player down on the field. We also have a flag at the 48 that we will discuss. So as the team trainers continue to cater to the injured player, that was the one thing I was really excited about despite the field conditions, is that we were able to get through the game without a major injury. Hopefully I'll be able to say that as well, as the player's still down and players come around. We still have a flag to discuss on the 47. 2-0 to score in this one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying tonight's broadcast, make sure you go to the official Gridiron Productions LLC channel located on YouTube. Hit subscribe and enjoy all and every vibe. Like, love, and share everywhere. Copy the link and send it everywhere. Great football is like, love, and shared. Florida Championship Football League is just one of the many great opportunities that Gridiron Productions LLC, in conjunction with Voice Sports, brings to you for your sports entertainment pleasure. We ask that you continue to watch, support, and again, hit subscribe to the Gridiron Productions LLC page. If you'd like to find out more about Voice Sports, make sure you check out our official page on Facebook, VOYCE Sports, all one word. You and our youth consistently everywhere is what we do, and we bring tomorrow's stars to you today. As we got a player making his way off the field, assisted by the trainers. Looks like a leg injury. We'll get you an update as things go on. That looks like Malik Wilson, a big part of this Broncos defense. Confirm this Malik Wilson. We'll let you know to what degree it is. Here in the waning moments of tonight's game, the infraction on the play will go against the Bulls as the officials walk it off in the opposite direction. And both the Bulls and the Broncos will talk about it here in the waning moments of the fourth quarter. Last official time check was 1:47 on the clock. Can the Broncos get a turnover and get in the end zone? We'll have to wait and see. Broncos break the huddle and head out onto the football field without the services. Without the services of my man, Malik Wilson. The Bulls looking for a big play. The Broncos need an interception, a pick six, a scoop and score, anything. Will the Bulls give it to him? Clap snap. They'll keep it. Goes around the left side. Ooh, and hits. Wickley takes a shot. Mike Sweeney lowers the boom. And yet another flag on the play. And we got a pot on the field. Got to keep your composure in games this close, bro. Got to keep your composure. Got to keep your composure. Frustration is high. When you play this game with emotion, you're going to see it out of certain players, but you got to keep control. Flag on the play, and we got a player bent over. And that infraction will cost them majorly. And that will advance the Bulls into Broncos territory with less than 2 minutes on the clock. $137. The Bulls in the huddle. I would be shocked if they did anything other than try and control time of possession. The Broncos need a big play. The Bulls are going to take their time. They set up shop, showing 3 receivers, single back. Quarterback checks down. Takes the snap, and quarterback keeper looking to get just enough to keep the drive alive. And as they peel off, Tyrone O'Neal, the quarterback, comes out of the pile up with the football. And that will be enough for the first down. "45 seconds remaining in the game. And the Bulls, on the special teams miscue, picks up the only score of the night with 2 points. And they go into taking a knee. Wow. And that will possibly do it. Stick a fork in it. It's done. The Central Florida Bulls, on a wet and stormy night, come out onto this natural grass field in Dr. Martin Luther King Rec Center in Ocala, Florida, and upset the undefeated Daytona Beach Broncos to the final score of 2-0. Congratulations to the coaching staff, head coach Jerry Jenkins, offensive and defensive coordinator Donnie Hope, Daytona Beach coaches Derek Clark Sr., Team Vice President Tamara Clark, Samantha McFadden, Joseph Nevis, and Elijah Toole. Both teams on both sides as this game comes to a final score of 2-0. On behalf of Gridiron Productions, LLC, in conjunction with Voice Sports, this concludes tonight's presentation of the Florida Championship Football League. On behalf of all our sponsors, we'd like to thank you and appreciate you for enjoying tonight's broadcast. Make sure you go to the Gridiron Productions LLC YouTube page, hit subscribe, like, love, and share everywhere great football is enjoyed. Thank you, God bless, and good night. I am Wayne the Voice Matthew. Peace.